Hey, going again, guys, for another back-to-back video on the BAe 146 British Aerospace aircraft. Again, we're back in the 200 variant. We are going to go and have a look at a 300 in a couple more videos' time. But I just want to get all these videos out because we do have a FMS version that you can turn on in the aircraft. Now, to do that, I've actually just sat the aircraft here just so you can have a look. But to turn the FMS on, if it is turned off on your aircraft, you can come over here and you can hit FMS navigation, and as you can see, it turns it completely off if you don't want it. If you want it turned on, you can have it and not use it, or you can have it and use it at the same time. But if you don't want it, so whatever you do on one happens on the other, so it doesn't really matter what side you use, because like I said, you can be on the FO side, or you can be on the front side. I did not know that this side had like number scratch pads here. I'm not 100% sure what that is. Wow. That is something, maybe, oh, hang on a sec. Day, month, something, leg, something, event, ground check. That's pretty cool. That's something to have a look at. Day, month, year, maybe? Oh, maybe that's something to do with something. But anyways, we're going to have a look at the data here for the FMS. Now, there's the long way, and there is the short way of doing this. And I only just learned this not too long ago myself. But when you first come to the FMS, and once it's aligned, you'll have your well data. It looks like it's actually out of date, Jan 27th of February 23. So I might have to get a new data for that. New data or whatever. Looks like the 2nd of April to 29th of April in the database there, so maybe it's up to date until next month. So that's when it was activated, and that's the data that we've got at the moment. So date is the 1st of May 22, so we should have a new one soon. And yeah, okay, so basically, when we come to here, we've got the status, and you can go to the next page, and you can see what aircraft we got and what the power, the M2 rating pounds. The variants 200, 100, and 300, or 100, 200, 300, sorry. The top engines that we've got on board. The V-speed data base, which probably doesn't mean anything to you guys at all. So here we got the position of the aircraft, which we can go ahead and put in YCSB, I think it is where we are, CSB, which I don't think is actually won't not be active for some reason. It should do, but it's not for some reason. So the next one is your flight plan, which we can put it in there. You can also put your flight number in here, so just do a random flight number. Put that in there too, whatever. And you can do your destination, so YSSY for Sydney, and there. And basically that's all you can put. Then you can't even put your alternate in there, so YW LM, I think it is for Williamstown. It does not work. I don't know why, it just doesn't. But yeah, so that's how you go onto that. You've also got your second page of your flight plan. So if you want to do a flight plan, the long way, you can just go and start it out. And once you've started it, you can, we'll just say we're going to take off from runway 17 here, wherever we are. We load that into legs. And we want to go to another whatever. So if we want to go to WOL for Wollongong, we type in we've got to find Sydney. So we're Akimi, whatever it is. So we want to go from there to Wollongong. We have to click it above Sydney. It'll be working, and we want the southern because we're in the southern hemisphere, not the northern. And that's how you do. You go through each waypoint with your thing here. So get rid of that. So you bring up the QFP, and you'll have your outputs something like where is it? I'm trying to think of something. That's all over the place. You have something like this. There it is. So you'll write every single one of these into the thing. Obviously not top of line. You'll write your one after the other, after the other, after the other. All manually inputted into the FMS. Okay? And you'll do that all the way down. If you want to get to departures, you just click on it twice to go to approach. So if you're worried about that. Okay? Now another way that I have found that you can do this is going to your... So coming to the index menu, you have a whole bunch of different things here. Your data link, that you can find your weather and your Asus for. So if you want to find your weather for this terminal WEX request, we want to request YSCB. And we're going to send that. We should get a receive button soon. There we go. Now we have the meta for that the airport that we're at. So that's how you do that. So that's no problem. So the other cool thing is, so we go to the next page here. We have other things. So mod set, so imperial and metric if you want to use that. I don't know. I think I use metric. I'm not 100% sure. If you want to use FP sync on or off. Has something to do there. And here you have your Simbrick Pilot ID. So my Simbrick Pilot ID is pretty much just showing you what it is, but it's 19055 without the ICDs. And this is how you do it. So 19055. This is not going to help you anyway. I've got a password, so you can't get into it. So basically, you'll just be linking up the flights that I do. Navigraph not linked, so we can link Navigraph if we wish. Should open a page, maybe, possibly. Or it's just pulling me straight off my Simbrick thing. The next one. So, meta source from VATSIN. H.O.T.A.S, I want from VATSIN as well. H.O.T.A.S source. We can get the FAA or the IBAe. Data link process every 15 seconds or instant. I prefer instant. I think 50 seconds is like your realistic time. For some reason, Navigraph is still not linked, so I'll have to have a look into that. But Navigraph is fully linked now. So that's mod set. That's where you need to go there. We have route menu. So now that we've got the pilot ID from Simbrick, we can go here and click load flight plan. Now it is adding our flight plan to our routes. Just like that. And there it is. Would you look at that, guys? It is very, very simple. Very, very well thought out. It's even given us a runway. Seneg, that is not our star or SID, okay? That's just the route. So we still have to come here, runway 1, okay? We still need to pick our runway. And we pick that, and then we got legs, okay? So it's given us our star out of here, right? So, but basically it's given us all the other routes. Save us having to put it in automatically, okay? Another one, so like I said, this is just so simple, it's really done. This is a very simple sort of, so make sure you come over to index, next, route menu, but you got to set up your Simbrick first, whatever you want, metric or whatever, but it seems to go back to Imperial sometimes. Then once you've done that, you got route menu, and if this route menu is grayed out, like it is up here, you want to make sure that you put your Simbrick in. This flight plan recall is from your game. So if you do a flight plan in-game, you can pull the flight plan in-game to the FMS, if you prefer the in-game one over the Simbrick. Okay, So that's how you do those. The next things that you can do in here on a database is your location ident. So we can see if there is any data on Canberra here. And there's the data on Canberra. It gives you your airport location, the name of it, the meters in length of the runway. If you don't want meters and you want length, sorry, that's the meters of the runway, 3,282 meters. But if you work on feet, there's your feet. The elevation of the airport is 1,869. Magnetic variation is not applicable at this airfield. Localizations, key knockback. But yeah, it's not active. Also not active, runways. So that's your database. If we want to go back there, we also have arrival data, I believe. Arrival not selected. So if we want to select an arrival, go back to... yep, so double click on that and we go to arrival. We want to land in Sydney. We want to land in Canberra, sorry. On that, we're going to land on the... just say we land on that. Transitioning and execute. We go back here, and then we can see what our arrival data is. That gives us our glide angle. So sometimes your glide angle may be different depending on the airport you're at. Yeah, your location true bearing. So your lock true bearing. So you want to be flying 159 true. To get the IL, and then you'll have your ILS frequency 109 and the domain. So you'll have all of that data before you even get to the airfield. Okay, we're actually at the airfield right now. I'm just doing this to show you how the FMS works. So again, all right, you're going to be sitting at the MCDU FMS menu. Data link. No. What menu are you going to be at? Sorry, there'll be a menu that you'll be at. Once you pass that menu and all that sort of stuff, you will come to the index here. So you'll go to point. You'll have your menu there. Positions. You'll go to flight plan. You'll set your flight plan up. If you wanted to do it the long way, you set your flight plan up. But as you can see, it's put in everything there. You can go next, so that's your flight plan active route, and again. So that is how you do it. It is very simple, very easy, ready to go. But just remember to go to mod set and set up your FMS. Once that is all done, you are good to go. Yeah. More on this when we get into flying. The only other thing is if you want the aircraft to run off the FMS as a navigational source, you have to go up here, click on RNAV to set the navigational source. If you don't do that, right, it is going to pick up the VOR instead. Right, so that is a VOR. It's not going. We don't want to do. We want RNAV. I want to set it on HSI RNAV. Okay. So you can see our first one's 515 nautical miles away. That's up in Brisbane, but yeah, obviously it would be in Brisbane, right? So you want to select your RNAV. When you get up in the air, you want to hit LNAV, altitude. VNAV does not work in this aircraft, so don't even think about using VNAV at all. Okay, so that's pretty much it. It is very easy. This FMS is so easy. Can't stress to you how easy this FMS is. But yeah, once you get it going, it is pretty good. But yeah. Any questions, leave it down in the comments. And until next time, guys, the next video will probably do a full flight tutorial on the FMS. Then we'll do probably another full flight tutorial, just flying VOR, and show you how to fly without an FMS. But yeah, we can do both flights, and you can pick which one you prefer better. Do you prefer to fly VOR to VOR, or do you prefer to fly with a computer helping you out? But just at the end of the day, this aircraft is still, even with the FMS, it is still a very hands-on aircraft, and it's, yeah, it's not to be trifled with. But anyway, guys, thank you very much for joining me for another video. It's Jet Simmer. See you next time, guys. Bye.